You don't say. Ubisoft developers reportedly reveal company brushes off legitimate criticism as toxic gamer talk, and DEI policies have led to brain drain. What? A policy that, or a company that passes off criticism, legitimate criticism, as toxic talk? Kind of like how every movie or game that comes out have, you have valid criticism like, oh, these are poorly written characters. You just hate women. And then when women speak out, ugh, you just have internalized misogyny. It's like, or maybe you're just writing bad characters. Stop with the freaking excuses. But I'm not surprised. As like I've said numerous times, this seems like it all started with that crappy freaking Ghostbusters movie. The 2016 movie no one wanted, no one asked for. And it had like 4 women who just weren't funny. They just weren't funny. And then Leslie Jones comes out. And, people are like, oh, if you don't like it, don't see it. Oh, okay, well, I won't see it then. It's like no one asked for the movie. It's like, you just hate it because it's all females. No, it's a movie that no one asked for. We didn't want. And if you were going to make another Ghostbusters, it should have been with the original cast. -1. But alleged Ubisoft developers claim that the company either ignores legitimate criticism of its business practices and games or brushes it off as toxic gamer talk. They claim that the company's DEI policies have led to a loss of talent in both technical expertise as well as creativity. You don't say. YouTuber Legendary Drop supports he spoke with a number of Ubisoft developers and specifically asked one how Ubisoft internalizes and discusses general criticism from from players and the rest of the industry, whether that's its repetitive design, agenda-driven content, or predictable games. Developer responded, at a high level, they rarely talk about it. At a project level, they brush it off as toxic gamer talk. As Asmongold correctly pointed out in one of his videos, Ubisoft is filled with toxic positivity that prevents growth. After being asked about Japanese gamers sharing their own criticism of Assassin's Creed Shadows, the developer stated, the criticism hasn't been talked about, and Ubisoft only issues demands that we mustn't engage with discussion on that topic publicly. So basically, it's I had to get Zelda. Mwah. You want to sit with Grandpa for a little bit. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Zelda, say hi to everyone. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. Such a sweet girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What? Well, what do you want to do? Want to go over there and lay down? Got your nose. I got your nose. Go on, lay down. Oh. My little princess. So where was I? Oh yeah, right. I think it was right here. This is not unheard of. Firewalk Studios and PlayStation engaged in similar practices with Concord. Look what happened with that. After significant backlash to the game being showcased during a PlayStation State of Play presentation at the end of May, Firewalk Studios director of IP Kim Crines eventually addressed it in an interview with VGC nearly a month later. She told VGC, yeah, that trailer. That moment is such a tiny slice of everything we've been working on for years and years. We're excited about the game and for the IP and for the What is it, Zelda? What are you doing? For the game to be in people's hands, the IP to be in people's minds. Okay. She continued, I'm personally very excited for the IP for folks to delve into the Galactic Guide if it's something they choose to do. Uh, for these vignettes, to choose to come out on a weekly basis, you'll start to fall the depth of the characters. That's something you'll learn week to week. Their personalities will unfold. Their personalities will unfold for you. Their backstories. None of that is something that you can get in the tiny slice of it. But that's a start. There's something there. So I'm glad folks watched it. I'm glad they participated. I can't wait for them to see more, to see everything that there is. Oh, not only did an Ubisoft developer share that the company ignores the criticism it receives to its own detriment, but Legendary Drops also asked about Ubisoft's commitment to diversity and inclusion in its workplace. The developers shared, so far those initiatives have no impact. Are you sure? Have no impact on the team I'm part of. However, it's clear that some topics are taboo. What happened is that now people end up in meeting with HR for trivial stuff, not adding smiley in a message and adding exclamation point at the end of a message because some are reporting it for harassment. What a bunch of babies. What a bunch of babies. One of the things that wasn't in your video is that Ubisoft has had some controversy during the Me Too period, letting go manager in high positions and some left on their own before they would be discovered. When asked how this changed the editorial direction of the company and its games, the developer stated the editorial direction and overall mindset shifted from the boys club to the safe content. Reaching from plain character K in Star Wars is the perfect example of this. The idea to have beautiful characters such as in Baldur's Gate or Uncharted is met with distrust. So it's like what we said. They just hate beautiful women. He added, save content also leads to limited opportunity on the gameplay side. Even for Star Wars, we had to work with Disney, which would have shut down most attempts as depicting a true criminal underworld with cruelty and drama. The developer, when then asked what has been the message from management to the staff about Ubisoft's declining sales, what do they believe is the reason behind that? The toxic fans. He responded, the fun fact is that they don't talk much about it. They mainly focus on the fact that they reached their financial objectives. Yeah, see, they don't care. Which are mainly achieved through casual player sales, not the vocal gamer community that are really sick of what you described in your video. Also, something to know is that through the years, the number of management floors have increased to ridiculous amounts. So communication is often blurry unless they come directly to HQ. And even then, it's almost entirely corpo bullshit, and it isn't useful in the end. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Another Ubisoft developer appeared to corroborate the information and informed Legendary Drops Ubisoft as an employer shows little regard for its developers. I wouldn't be surprised. What happens in practice is that they essentially push the senior engineers, promoting junior developers to senior roles after just a few years of experience, oftentimes with experience in just one engine. Meanwhile, experienced developers with far broader skill sets are being overlooked. Well, I'm sure the people who are getting those positions who don't deserve them, surely not. It's not DEI or anything, just pushing people for the sake of diversity. who don't have the skills needed, but no, surely they wouldn't do that. The constant cycle of turnover with inexperienced leaders to a noticeable drop in quality, with more bugs appearing in their games, the developer continued. The passionate, dedicated developers leave, while those who are just going through the motions stay behind. Like, it's all we know how to do. It's all we know. I've been at this company for 20 years. It's all I know. This doesn't just affect the technical quality of their games, but also impacts design and creativity. You don't say. For instance, you'll find designers working on FPS mechanics who have never played an FPS, or engineers who don't understand how the mechanics they're building are supposed to feel. There is just a lack of passion and skill across the board, and the results are obvious. You don't say. So, if what these are people are saying are true, and these are legitimate people who work for the company, they're basically just telling us what we've been saying this whole time. The whole time. But it's what we've been saying. Every time we say this stuff, we get told like, oh, you guys are just a bunch of far-right extremists, conspiracy theorists, and you just hate strong women and blah, blah, blah. No. Everything these people have said, we've said over the years already. That people are in positions of power that shouldn't be there because they're not qualified. That people are just, it's like, oh, everything is phobes, this, and isms, and instead of acknowledging the real problem, they just go on and just ignore it and just say, oh, it's toxic gamer talk. They've done everything that we said they were doing. And I'm not, it's not just this company either. I guarantee it's the other companies as well. Anytime you have someone who comes out and calls you a phobist or ism, or tells you, if you don't like it, don't play it, or it's not for you, guarantee you, same thing. Same thing. People are in positions of power that they shouldn't be. People are in charge in certain departments where they shouldn't be because they don't have enough experience. You got people working on things and they have no freaking clue how to do it because they're not experienced enough. This is what we've been talking about. But no, we get called crazy. You just hate strong people. You just hate women. Yeah, I hate strong women. I'm a transphobe, homophobe, and Heil fucking Hitler, bitch. I don't care. Those things mean nothing to me anymore, and they should mean nothing to you guys now either. People overuse them. Toxic gamer talk, having valid criticisms about something. Go fuck yourselves, Ubisoft. Seriously. And you wonder why all your games are going to shit. So you can keep up with your stupid antics and just keep passing it off as toxic gamer talk. You can just keep ignoring it, bury your head in the sand, and just, and keep doing it. See how well it's going to work out for you in the future. See how well it's going to work out for you in the future. So far, it's been like one thing after another, after another, after another with your company. I don't think you can afford much more. I'm just saying that. I don't think you people can afford much more. So you might want to tread lightly with what you say and what you do, how you go about things, because you're walking on very thin ice. And people are tired of the crap. People are tired of the crap. So you can either keep walking on that thin ice, keep doing what you're doing, and eventually fall through, or maybe you can stop the bullcrap and rely on us, the people who are giving valid criticism, and we're extending that branch, or extending that, or the rope, or whatever, and you can come over to safety. Your choice. Either sink and die or survive. It's up to you. Honestly, none of us really care at this moment because we know what you're going to choose. We know what you're going to choose. And quite frankly, it's just obvious because you'd rather your pride, your ego, and hubris are just more important than accepting the fact that, hey, these people are right. These people are right. But whatever. You keep doing you, Ubisoft. Along with every other company that does the same bullcrap. You do you, and then when you fail, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear, oh my god, all these just hard workers are getting late. Oh, well, you could have changed it. You could have prevented those nice people from getting laid off, but you chose not to listen to anyone. So, your fault. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.